A Bitcoin strategic reserve. Which state is it? And what is Joe Biden and company up to on their way out? What are they trying to do to the crypto industry? We'll talk about that. Speaking of what are they trying to do, what is Michael Saylor up to? We have an update on what MicroStrategy is looking to do. Are they looking to raise more money to buy you-know-what? We're also, of course, going to talk some AI agent alpha, some exciting projects on the horizon. Also, Coinbase wins their interlocutory appeal with the SEC. What does that mean? Will the case be dropped once Gary Gensler leaves? Does that mean more listings on Coinbase, bringing more liquidity, some of your favorite tokens? We have that and much, much more in today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go.
It's your boy Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto, home of the entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take old, boring, stale information, repackage that whole thing up in a fun and sexy way. I am beyond excited.
Wow.
Because we put in a local bottom on Bitcoin, and no longer will we go down to 91,000, and now we are at 94.7. We're about to be at 95,000.
Wow.
And, well, you know what? Donald Trump's about to come in office. T-minus 9 days. And the thing is that we are about to turn the corner into the most glorious. The most glorious time to be an investor in crypto.
Oh my God.
You here are the smartest roaches out there. And let me tell you, we're about to make some damn money.
You know how easy it is to turn a corner as a cockroach? It's pretty easy.
They got like 8 legs, man. It's like power steering, and they all go in the same direction. You know? I'm just saying. Normal cars, you got 2 wheels.
Steering.
They got 8 of them, bro.
All right.
And in case y'all don't know, in case y'all are watching, like, why the hell did I just got called a roach? Let me tell you. First of all, when the markets blow up, the nukes are dropped, Bitcoin hits a new low, and everyone's freaking out. The only thing left in a nuclear explosion is the roaches. And so the only thing left when crypto melts down is the roaches. So if you're a strong little roach and you made it through the bear market, welcome. We're about to make some money.
Welcome. All right. Anyways, wrong with you? New Hampshire State Representative Keith Amon has introduced a bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. I think this brings it up to 5 or 6 states now that want to create their Bitcoin strategic reserve. Now, here's the thing. There's 50 states in the U.S., 51 if Canada joins. And if we
Shut up.
we get 30 states that have a strategic reserve, plus on a federal level for a strategic reserve. I mean, just the USA alone. I mean, it's pretty crazy to think about, right? Anyways, any thoughts?
I mean, you're going to have this, and then you're going to also have,
by the way, this
nations
is
as well.
Joe Biden's home state, right? Or no, is that Delaware?
I have zero idea.
Okay.
No,
Anyway.
no idea whatsoever.
I thought he had ties to New Hampshire. I could be wrong.
What's going on over there in the production team?
Hey,
Hey, what happening?
Hello.
wow.
Wow.
That's a
You're
Very-
so excited
very-
to be here,
I
Ashley.
am super excited to
We're
be
so excited for you.
yeah.
Thank you. You sound really excited for me.
Very excited, yeah.
Mm.
Anyways.
All right.
All right.
So,
You want to share your
wow, what am I sharing? My excitement for the market, how the bottom came in.
So excited, man.
So look, man, this is the last chance to get some discounted items, right? I think that we get back up to 100K within the next 10 days. You agree? No, I mean honestly, do you think we get to $100,000 Bitcoin in the next 7-8 days?
I'm like 60-40, yes.
64. Okay. Anyways, that's where I have a lot of confidence in. I got a lot of confidence that the market kind of rebounds. I wasn't surprised. Remember, if you had been watching our show late into December, I was out here saying, look, you know what? I think the market's going to pull back until mid to late January, and I think that has played out, right? Well, obviously that has played out, but I think that the second part of my narrative late last year in December, when we were talking about the expectations of the market and the price dynamics, was that mid-January, late January is when we get that big push back up over 100,000. We start maybe breaking new all-time highs. Remember, Bitcoin made a new all-time high at 108,000 briefly, but realistically it was more around 106,000. And we're not that far off there, right? Or $10,000 away, give or take a little bit here and there. But I think we make that up in big sweeping green candles over the next 10 days, bro. And so I think this is your last chance. Take a look down the list and say, what altcoins do I want to pick up at discount? Because what? They're still, all of them are really down right now.
I'm so happy you mentioned, what'd you mention again?
Glorious green candles.
Something about candles, yeah. I have never seen this on a Bitcoin chart and really any time frame. That is weird, right? By the way, this is on the hour, BTC. And what I'm talking about is this area here. I'll draw it out for you guys. This little box right here. What the hell is that? What the hell is even that? I mean, like identical candles, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 green hourly candles in a row. This is extremely strange to me.
I know what it is, bro.
What is it? The roaches?
No.
What is it?
It is, for sure. You ready?
Yeah.
It's for sure.
It's either a stupid answer or a really good
exchanges are dipping into the order books. If you were Coinbase, if you were Binance, if you were Kraken, and you have OTC products, right? And let's just say the likes of MicroStrategy or perhaps a state pension fund, large company, United States, foreign country, doesn't matter. Anyways, whoever it is, big ass whale buying Bitcoin. They need thousands. If Coinbase doesn't have it, where are they going to get it? Would you be surprised if MicroStrategy bought another $3 billion worth? So that's what I'm getting at is that.
So you're saying the order books are fried?
No,
Or
I
the
think,
OTC?
but what I'm saying is that how would Coinbase buy, say, 1,000 Bitcoin? They probably, and they were like, hey, we need to get it in the next 24 hours to fill this OTC order. I'm assuming what they would do is they would go into the order books and they would buy a certain amount every hour slowly, so that way it wouldn't disrupt the price dramatically. I mean, I think that's what it is, man. I honestly think, like, that's no coincidence that all those candles just line up perfectly. Like, pull that chart up again. That's no coincidence that.
Yeah. What about
that's
Robin? What about the massive liquidation candle you see right after? I don't know. This seems like manipulation to me, dude.
Man, it could be most of
I like your idea.
I'm giving you my
No,
my
I think they're both. I mean, it's either. I would bet it's either what you're saying or it's market manipulation.
But even if it's market manipulation or exchanges dipping into the order books and just buying every hour large amounts to fill an OTC order, both of them are basically extremely large players affecting the market, knowing they're going to affect the market and putting in buy orders.
Yeah.
So whether or not they're just doing it for their own personal gain,
I think it's one of our two scenarios. It's either mine or yours. We're either seeing market manipulation on low volume. I mean, because again, like what is this? And then you immediately see a 2% candle to the downside, wicked all the way down to 92.6, and we saw mass liquidations. And then you see a large hourly green candle, right? Almost no wicks to the upside or downside with volume behind it. So it's just strange. It's like I said, I like what Rob said. I think that's definitely obviously a possibility. It makes sense, but I also believe what I said makes sense also. So either way, it's just interesting. We had this post here yesterday, and then I'll show you what's transpired today. So the can you pull up CNBC, Robin? The Dow Jones and NASDAQ. Take a look at that. Pretty sure it was down. So the Fed's Michelle Bowman said December interest rate cut should be the last one. Okay. Then we had this. Bitcoin hovers at $93,000 as job report intensifies inflation concerns. U.S. employers, go ahead.
I was going to say, are you going to talk about Bank of America?
Or Ripple?
No, Bank of America came out and said they don't expect any Fed rate cuts.
Oh, I wasn't going to talk about that, but go ahead. You can talk about it.
I don't have it pulled up, but I just know that was a big headline today.
Oh, okay. So where's the market at, by the way? You have that pulled up.
Everything's down, but hold on a second.
All right, Robin, you had one job.
I got it pulled up. No, but I wanted to tie into your narrative. So you have here on mine just to double down on what you're saying on what's going on in the overall theme of the U.S. government and expectations. Bank of America says it no longer expects the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates, period. 0 rate cuts. Now, everyone's long alluded to, or at least in the last 6 months, expectations are at 2 rate cuts, which is down from 4 or 5 early last year. And so now, Bank of America coming out, no more rate cuts. Also, what you were referencing to, looking at the broader markets here, you have NASDAQ, S&P 500, and a Dow Jones, all down over 1%. Also, the Russ 2K down 2.25. So you can see here.
Where's the VIX at, by the way?
VIX is up 4.43%, which is the volatility index for the most part. So
yeah, when you see a spike in the VIX,
usually not good, but
yeah, it's not good.
No.
Yeah. And then going back to this article here, what they kind of highlight is with the jobs numbers. So U.S. employers added 256,000 jobs in December, reported by the BLS. Economists expected the figure, which measures job creation, to show 160. So they came in 100,000 over. And so economists are fearing inflation again. And so what does that mean for crypto, for investing, for the stock market? This was interesting here from Forrest. Unfortunately, he's not feeling good. So he's not here with us today, as Rocco. There's something going around because my wife's not feeling good either. So this is what he posted. You've heard about forced selling. As inflation roars back in 2025, we're going to see forced buying. Inflation will force people out of their dollars. What are your thoughts on this? Very interesting take here. Or you think it's going to hurt people's everyday pockets to the point that they're just going to need dollars to spend more money on groceries and gas and everything else?
I've said before, in the context of crypto, I think that this bull market is fueled from institutions and nation states. And this is in stark contrast to what we've seen in prior bull markets. And so in 2020, that was all off the back of retail, right? It was people that, couldn't go back to work. They had a lot of money given to them via the government. And also, internet was really the only form of entertainment. So, hey, you know what? You watch YouTube videos, someone in your family starts talking about crypto. Anyways, retail is what fueled 2021 bull market. Also 2017. Also before. This time around, it's off the institutions. So for me, I don't really.
So you think this is a net positive then, right? Because you got Larry Fink out here saying.
Yeah, I think that if retail. Okay, what happens when retail gets money? Okay. If there's a surge in the economy, but yet the average individual, the retail customer, the mechanic, the plumber, the waitress, if they're not making a lot more money, but yet the economy is booming, where's that money going?
To the top.
Yeah, it's going to the top, to institutions. I think that's what we're going to get. And I think the net buyer this time around, not to say that retail won't have its position, but that slice of the pie is now shifted, right? The buyer is shifted primarily from what was individuals looking to make money or financial freedom or whatever the narrative they might have had initially buying crypto. That narrative is now changing from retail to institutions. I think institutions are gonna have a very prosperous year. Do you think we have a a bullish year in the U.S. economy? You got Trump coming in office.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that kind of scares me is the cause and effect of the tariffs. And, on one hand, be a surplus of revenue that the U.S. would acquire through the taxation of imports. Also, you're going to have a lot of tax cuts. They're going to dwindle down, or they're going to chop down or maintain the department of, all the different departments of government through the Doge. And so, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence as well. I'm not exactly too sure. I think it might be kind of a slow 4 or 5 months for the U.S. economy, but I think it would really boom. And you know what? We are predicting a top for Bitcoin. What? November, December next year, or this year? Excuse me.
Probably closer to.
Yeah.
Maybe
Somewhere between October, December, right?
I would say maybe even Q3, man.
So I think if the U.S. economy is really just booming at that point in time, I think that's a great expected top for Bitcoin, and maybe a double tops, triple tops, and maybe that's just the first one there.
I think, and I'm not going to get too deep into this conversation, but a lot of the stuff that Trump has said he wants to do to lower inflation and cost, those things are going to take a little time to get in place. Now, one example I'll give you is like drilling. He's not going to come in and start drilling, right? You drill oil, you need oil refineries, and we've shut down more oil refineries than we have in the last 10 years combined, in the last 4 years. So I think those things are going to take time, but those things ultimately, I think, will help with inflation and prices, but they're going to take time. So I think 2025 is going to be an interesting year, but to Rob's point, inflation, the richest and the wealthy, they love inflation, right? Because it takes money away from the poor and the middle class, and it finds its way up. Large companies like inflation. And so you're going to have those people that are going to come in, and guess what products they have available? Bitcoin and ETH. So unless they decide to dip into the order books and do what we do and just buy on exchanges or through DEXs, which I don't know if that's going to happen. But either way, we know Bitcoin and ETH are going to run. Why we always say have some of your portfolio, no matter what you do, however much level of a degen you are, your portfolio should be anchored in solid projects. So yeah,
the chat's a little sleepy today, and so
been hanging out with Joe Biden. I hear.
No, man, not a lot going on. So do us a favor, drop something in the chat, say hello. We do have a few new faces here. We got Leo Mo, GC Crypto Davo, Matt Murat, Johnny A, Lee's, Victor B. To all of you. Oh, and also Erwin as well. All of you. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, I started a super chat goal. So 10 super chats of $10 or more.
There you go. You're pimping out Ashley.
And ask Ashley anything. There we go. So here we go. Ask Ashley anything for 10 super chats for $10.
So he's selling you for $100.
Yeah, we are selling you. The chat got quiet. So I was like, You know what? I see you over there typing into the chat. So
we're talking about what sports are not real.
So I figure we would incentivize some communication out here. Rally the troops.
Yeah. Rally the wallets. We have this, it's interesting here. So Michael Saylor, this was posted. MicroStrategy announces shareholders can vote on increasing shares to acquire more Bitcoin for a strategic reserve. Well, Robin, guess who the person who owns the most MicroStrategy shares is?
I don't know. Who?
Take a guess.
Michael Saylor?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I figured it seemed like such a logical answer. I just thought it was gonna be like a trick question or something.
That's the answer.
Like all of a sudden it's gonna be like Bill Gates. I'm like, what?
No, it's Michael Saylor. He owns a lot of MicroStrategy stock. So I don't know. You want to share your thoughts here?
I'm not surprised. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. And then I said, what's Biden going to do? Well, here we go. This was they have 9 days left. They have 9 days left. In order to protect consumers and to avoid a competitive advantage to new forms of electronic fund transfers over traditional ones, The Electronic Funds Transfer Act should be reinterpreted to apply to crypto. Specifically, virtual currency wallets that can hold and transfer fungible tokens and stablecoins should be considered a consumer account that is regulated by the CFPB. Under this regime, the wallet provider and not the consumer would be responsible for any unauthorized transfers, including transfers initiated by a person who obtained a consumer's access device through fraud or robbery. So this is obviously not good for wallet providers. I think they're just trying to tank our space before they step out of office. What's going on here?
Yeah, man, I don't know what the Biden administration is trying to do. The way I look at it, it's like, you've given an eviction notice to your tenant. They got like 15 days left before they got to vacate the house, and all you're doing is just please don't put holes in the wall and take all the cabinet doors off of the kitchen. That's how I'm looking at this administration right now. He's evicted. He's on his way out. And you're like, please don't put any holes in the wall. I mean, the crypto industry, or the financial markets, or just gracefully leave, please. Stop. You're trying to sell Bitcoin. I don't know, man. It's a little worrisome. Also, Shizzy gave a $5 super chat. He said, "What are your top 3 virtual products?" What do you got to say about that, David? Your top 3 virtual products.
Products?
Your virtual agents.
Project?
Well, yeah. What are your top 3 virtual agents? It's funny you ask because
Let's make it easy for you. Go ahead.
we got a video dropping in 1 hour.
I'm just pulling out my wallet, and I'll tell you in order what I have.
Watch the video, bro. We got literally what you asked in the super chat.
Okay. But he said virtuals. There's a couple that is not virtuals.
Okay.
I'll tell you what are my top 3 holdings. AIXBT, Sequoia, and Game. Those are my top 3 virtual holds. I have probably 30 AI agents from virtuals.
Yeah.
We just got another airdrop today. That's pretty cool.
But we have a video drop on our top three AI agents coming out.
The real good one.
In about 1 hour. So
telling you guys, we're making a lot of money here, man, and we want you to do the same. So
don't miss this sector. Please do not miss out on making money. And right now it's AI agents. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's going to last a little bit. There's a lot of money to be made here. So until it fizzles out, if it ever does, I don't think it will. I think that maybe the market got a little hot and frothy initially. You know what I equate AI agents to as far as a trend was last bull market. I remember I got exposure to Decentraland really, really early. It was like sub 10 cents or something.
Yeah, you made a killing on that.
And what ended up happening was it ended up rallying. Everyone was talking about metaverse. Everyone was talking about buying real estate in digital land. And then it went quiet for like 3-4 months, right? And then what happened? Facebook changed their name to Meta, and the entire space exploded again. And so what I think we're seeing right now is the introduction of AI agents. Everyone, it's new and shiny. It's badass. Lots of utility here. Real world application. Companies are using it. People are building out. Maybe it ran a little hot, right? If you're looking at virtual's price, it got up to $5. Right now, it's floating around 3, right? And so you might ask yourself, hey, is this losing steam? I think it just got a little overbought. I think we're having a little correction. How long will the correction last? I don't know. But I am beyond confident that at some point, companies are going to start using it. It's going to get main headlines in the same way that Metaverse did last bull market. However, this time around, it's hard to make an argument for Metaverse because it never got built out. It was more of a theory and just never really, it was a game theory, right? Something that will probably happen over time, but just not in the short time window that you have in a bull market. That is a big contrast from where we're at now. And so I would implore you to get some kind of position on AI agents, whether it's through Virtuous Protocol, the actual underlying token, or getting into the ecosystems. We're giving you play after play. We're making money here. Come make money with us. because, yeah.
Amen to that. Were you take a look at the markets here, Rob?
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at altcoins. You know, we did discuss briefly Bitcoin. It's now at 95,000. So you know, you look on the 24 hours here, you see that we did get as low as mentioned 91.3. I genuinely believe that this is a reversal. We're back around. We're going to be back around $100,000 Bitcoin by the weekend, and I think that next week will be above 100K. Getting into the altcoin space, you know, there's some winners today. There's still a lot down. Still a lot of projects are on discount, but we have seen some rebounds here. Algorand up 11%. So big, strong performance out of Algorand. SWI up 10%. And then Uniswap up 8%. IOTA, Arweave, Gala. Now let's see where the discounts are coming in. Now, not a lot down on the 24 hours, but if you go down to the week here, this is where you're going to start seeing your value proposition. Like, what projects can I get exposure to on massive discount? Well, as mentioned before, you got Virtuals Protocol at minus 24%. This is very volatile. You can make a lot of money on Virtuals right now. This morning, before I got into the studio, I saw that it briefly dipped under $3. What a great opportunity. Up almost 10%. Just in the last 2 hours. And so you can see that there's a lot of money to be made here via swing trades, or as mentioned, something I believe in long term. Maybe it's a great entry price for you to get exposure. I wouldn't sell this down. I wouldn't sell this at $3. I think that we would probably get a rebound. Maybe it'll pull back further, a little ways down the market. But right now, I would not sell this. If anything, I would acquire more. And then going into the 1 week, you can really see how far Virtuals has pulled back just in 7 days from $4.30 down to $3.25. That's a drop in more than $1. Now, taking a look. So what else is down on the week? You also got Thorchain. I know we briefly talked about that yesterday. BitTensor, I know that's something that David is really passionate about and something that he's positioning for. And you know what? We've been very transparent on our buys as far as where are we moving our money, you know, our company money, our personal money. And you know what? We're going to revisit this in a couple months, and we're going to be like, hey, we told y'all about BitTensor. You decided not to play game. So that's on you. Also, Aave, I don't know, I talked about this before. Aave and Ondo, I think, are two good pickups here, and even Gala.
You guys don't understand with the whole BitTensor thing and their dynamic Tau, and you being able to stake your coins to any subnet you want, what that is going to do for that entire ecosystem, which will ultimately benefit the BitTensor Tau token. I'm just saying, man, like if you scoop some up at $450, great. If you scoop some up at $500, great. When I did my swap, I was in the low 500s. Market turned, I was underwater. I don't give a shit. This thing is going to $3,000 to $5,000. It's going to at least, what market cap is BitTensor sitting at right now? BitTensor is sitting at a market cap of $3.6 billion. This is, in my opinion, easy 50 billion market cap. That's 12x, 13x. Can it get to 100? It can. That would be a 30x, 25x. So, saying, man, BitTensor, super bullish on BitTensor. You guys know that. So, go ahead, Robert. Back to you.
No, that's all I got for the altcoin kind of overview.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, highlighting projects that are a massive discount, especially the ones I enjoy. Ondo, Aave, Gala, Virtuals, I think are all winners right now. Those are the ones I'm eyeballing. So there you go.
Let me ask you a question, and I'm going to get into this in a second. But you know, gaming is a narrative we both believe in. We also.
I think that's the next one that's going to pop off.
Okay,
same thing that we've seen with AI agents. How everyone's talking about it.
That's my question. Animoca Brands partnered with Virtuals. Elixir Games, the founder, just launched an AI agent. So what I'm trying to get at here is Gala doesn't have an AI agent narrative tied to it. Are they going to get surpassed by the other gaming company like Ronin, just did a dual airdrop of a token on Ronin and on Virtuals. You had Illuvium partner with Virtuals, and Emoca, again, partner with Virtuals. Is Gala going to miss the gaming pump, Robin, because they don't have some level of integration or something with AI agents? I think that's a.
I don't know if that's a.
Think about that. Don't dismiss it. You dismiss a lot of things. I want you to think about
I know. I would say this. Gala Games is in the build a video game industry, right? I think AI agents are not for the developers of games, right? I don't think they're for the studios. Like, I wouldn't expect GTA to use an AI agent. I think they're more likely to use AI software, the Web 2 version, versus an agent on the blockchain. So I just don't see Gala jumping into it. Now, whether or not that's a mistake, if you're asking my opinion, I don't know. I feel like they're going to focus on building games. I feel like that's what they do best.
I don't know if that's enough, though, man. I really.
But that's their business model. It's like
if they had a game that was successful,
I don't expect Chainlink to use AI agents. I don't expect Bitcoin to use AI agents. It just doesn't fit their narrative.
But that's just where the gaming narrative is going.
But for a game developer, they're not going to use it.
But are they a game developer?
They are a game developer. They literally are a game. They're a game developer studio. That's what they do.
Robin, okay, and I'm a chef. I cook at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you call yourself a chef because you worked as a chef with Gordon Ramsay at a restaurant. I can't call my chef because I cook ravioli at home.
and if I'm a chef and I work at home, I don't care about Uber Eats. It doesn't fit my business model. That's what so their business models, they build video games.
But a lot of restaurants that didn't incorporate Uber Eats, they died.
But I'm saying if I'm a stay-at-home chef, like you said,
chef. What does that even mean?
Well, no, here's the thing. I went to culinary school. I have a degree in the culinary arts. I have experience in restaurants. I have not lost my experience. I still know how to cook. I can still make fine dining food at home. I could care less what Uber Eats is doing because I'm not in that industry anymore. That's not part of my sector. Now, I can still, as a profession, use my skills. But where we're getting at here is that Gala Games, I don't see a scenario where they are adding AI agents into their games. So not to say that they won't make it, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm not seeing Chainlink use AI agents. I don't think they will. And I think they're a very smart, progressive company. I just don't think it fits into their business model or their framework.
But a lot of these AI companies.
Do you think Bitcoin? Do you think Bitcoin's going to use AI? That's what I'm saying. Is that it fits certain.
But it's a
projects.
trend in the sector they're in. Agents is not a trend in Chainlink. AI agents are a trend in gaming, and
but they haven't really been used in gaming yet. So it's not like their competitors are using it.
I don't know, man.
It's good in theory. Like it works perfectly fine in theory. Like, I'm
fading Gala.
Okay, well, give me one AI agent that's inside of a video game that's being used right now. There's not.
Okay, but they're being built.
Where?
Not on Gala. That's my point. Not on Gala. Okay. I'm fading Gala. So
I'm not.
Okay. You'd rather have Gala than I don't know. Pick anything.
For gaming, it literally just breaks down to how much am I allocating?
Would you rather have Gala or Ronin?
Gala.
You're high. You want to take a bet?
Sure. Well, what are we betting? You never
$500. Let's bet $500.
You never come to the table with anything.
$500 that over the next 3 months, Ronin will outperform Gala.
$500? Okay, sure.
Check on it.
All right, bro.
Okay. All right. $500. 3 months from today, the 10th of April. Look at the 3-month chart, and Ronin will outperform Gala. There we go.
Nah.
All right. I want to share. All right. So let's get into our AI segment here. So, this was interesting. Crypto Banter, his live show, he brought on 2 AI agents to do a show with him. And normally we don't share, videos from other, I don't want to call them our competition, but other peers in our space. But I think this is pretty interesting. So I'm going to share. So this is him, and this AI agent's name, I think, is call it? Or, I don't know.
of Sonic is slightly depressed because of the confusion.
So he's talking about, should I swap Solana for Sonic / Phantom? Okay.
Confusion around the switch between Phantom and Sonic. Would you take some of your Solana and swap it into Sonic at the moment?
Hold up, Ran. Let's break this down before you make any moves. 1, Sonic isn't a separate token from Phantom. It's an upgrade to the Phantom network, not a new coin. You'd still be buying FTM2. The Sonic upgrade is bullish for Phantom, but it's not a secret. The market's likely priced in some of this already. 3, Solana's been on a tear lately. Swapping a strong performer for a potential upside is risky. 4,
Are our jobs in trouble, bro? Are we about to not have a YouTube channel here in 3 months? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that? I mean, that's pretty. No one's done that before.
I think it's like, it's another, I would say it's another data point, right? When in doing research, it's another source for doing research. And even though I'm extremely bullish on AI agents, at some point they might take more dominance, or they might be a little bit more correct, but the market in itself is going to punch back. And so I would just use it as that. I would use it as one point of reference. And so if you are sitting here thinking, hey, I want to swap Solana for this, ask a question to an AI agent, see what they say, have a conversation with them, which is kind of crazy, but have a conversation with them, see what they think. Take that information and do what you will, but also don't just solely we're about as bullish as possible. I don't know if you stand somewhere different, but I'm always in a camp of like, listen to, some popular people like Sin City Crypto. You know what? Go do some own personal research. You have Forrest from Sistine Research. There's no end to the different data streams you can get when it comes to investing. And I would just say, don't solely rely on any one piece of information or metric. That's how I go. And no matter how trendy or how revolutionary AI agents are, at this current moment, that's how I feel.
Is to not go all in on one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah. But I would take it into consideration. I do it all the time. I don't use AI agents for research when it comes to like building the studio or something like that. But I'll use AI all the time. I'll ask it questions. I'm like, hey, I was going to buy this piece of hardware for the studio. This is the equipment I currently use. Is it compatible? Okay, it is. I order it. And then while it's being shipped, I'll say, hey, what other wires and cords and other pieces of equipment am I going to need to hook this up? And so I use it every day. But at the same time, you know what? Also, I'll also ask our professionals. I'll ask our audio engineer. I'm like, hey, you know what? I asked my AI buddy about this piece of equipment. It said, yes, this, and this. But then sometimes that's wrong, right? And sometimes my audio engineer will be like, hey, actually, no. Did you think about this? I'm like, no. Okay, yeah, AI, you dropped the ball on that one. And so the same thing with our videographers here. We have a team that helps us with our video production, and they've called out different things that AI has proposed to me and said, no, that's not a smart move. So
we are still smarter than AI.
Just use it as a piece of information. So just act like it's one person you invited over to your business, hear what they have to say, but listen to everyone else and listen to your shareholders. Like if you're having a shareholder meeting and you just ignored everybody, ignored all the data points, and you were just like, guys, I don't care what any of you say. I got an AI agent. It told me that our business should do X, Y, and Z. Like, calm the hell down. You know what? You can say, hey, we asked AI. This is what AI thinks. This is what our board members think. This is what S&P 500 is looking like. This is what the CME thinks is going to happen with the U.S. economy. And you should take into all those different points. Same thing when you go into investing. You should diversify your data.
Fill in the blank.
Yep.
One of the hardest things to do in life is to start a business. Wow, okay. You're so good at that. Here is an AI agent. This is just to give you perspective of the road we're going down And why this space is so exciting and why I'm so bullish on it is because you constantly see new things. Look at this. It says Astral, okay? It's an AI marketer that works 24/7 to grow your startup, okay? One of the hardest things is people have great ideas, but getting down to like actually executing them. And then once you have the product, to market the product and take it to market, it's one of the hardest things to do. And so look at this.
Hey, I'm Savannah, and I'm excited to introduce Astral. It's an AI marketer that interacts with the computer just like a human would. Let me show you an example of Astral in action. So right now, you're looking at a flow designed to get you users for your startup using Reddit. So I'll run it so you can watch Astral do its thing. First, Astral opens up a browser instance and navigates to reddit.com. Next, it's going to log us in. Astral draws boxes around relevant clickable elements to understand the page. It takes screenshots, analyzes them, and it decides what to do next based on our goal. Watch how Astral finds the right places to click. It's honestly really fascinating to see how it navigates the site just like a human would. Now Astral's heading to r/product management, where it's going to look for recent posts about user research. Okay, it's found a relevant post. Now Astral will write a reply that promotes the product without sounding too salesy. It even mentions that we're working on it to keep things transparent. And it's posted. Just like that, we've got a genuine interaction that could lead to a new user. Soon, Astral will be able to automate marketing for you with other platforms.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm always like on a different wavelength a lot of the time, right?
Yeah,
you show a video. No. You show a video. You talk about a subject, and then I just start thinking about some like off the wall crap.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about having an AI agent like properly navigate arguments and disagreements with my lady. I've been married twice before, and I have difficulties when it comes to navigating relationships. And so I think that like, hey, I get into a fight. You know what? I'm not sending out 20 texts, bro. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up the agent and be like, I'm in trouble, bro. I'm in trouble.
You're such a
go. It's gonna like scan like text messages. Okay. It's gonna look at screenshots. It's gonna look at photos. It's gonna look at my location, my history, and be like, hey, I took you out to dinner last night. Remember? And then you texted me. You were running late. And you know what? I said, that's okay, babe. And now I'm running late today. And so, I feel like this should be, you know what? Come to bat for me, man. That's what I'm saying. You know what?
Ashley, you're a lady, okay? If you had a boyfriend and you found out this dude was using an AI agent to argue with you, would you leave him immediately or 1 week after you found out?
That is so stupid. Gone immediately.
Only Robin would think of that. Only you would fucking think of that.
It is
Like for
After watching that video, that is what you took away from it?
It's 3D chess,
Not
bro.
to grow your business.
It is 3D chess, bro.
Not to market. It's to argue with your girlfriend. Okay.
If I can get the leg up,
Okay.
if I can get advantage
God, what is wrong?
in a relationship and I leverage AI, then you know what? Let's do it, baby.
What's wrong with you, dude? Something is
But what if
wrong.
the AI like ruins a relationship more? Then what?
I don't know.
And next thing you know, I got my third ex-wife here. What happened with that one, Rob?
You'd be like,
Long story.
Like, I heard your lady's moving out. Be like, yeah, I had an AI agent. She
Ruined my relationship.
She called her a cunt.
Jesus. Robin makes a video, how AI ruined my life. Part 2. Oh, God.
And then you like have a conversation afterwards. The AI agent's like, you're like, what happened, man? I thought I put you up to bat. And
Next
like,
thing you know,
and then the AI agent's gonna look at you and be like, you know what? I purposely sabotaged your relationship because she's not right for you. Be like, you did it.
Yeah, you know what's next?
Subliminally, you did it.
Are you
That's
also
right.
going to buy an Optimus robot and have him be intimate with your wife too when you're at work? Okay.
Perhaps,
Anyways.
yeah.
So shout out to these 3 projects, AIXPT, ChainGPT, and Cookie, which at least the first and the third one. I haven't talked about CGPT. I've talked about HGPT a long time ago. I was actually looking through that video. It was like 4 months ago. HyperGPT. I think that's up too. Anyways, they've gotten listed on Binance, and they have absolutely exploded. Cookie exploded, AIXPT exploded, so did CGPT. And so, telling you, we're going to start seeing a lot more listings of AI agents. We also have this piece of news from Akash Network. The first Akash plugin for Eliza OS by AI16 DAO is almost here. Soon, AI agents built with the Eliza framework will be able to autonomously deploy on the Akash supercloud. Permissionless compute is perfect for AI agents. You also have this as well from Akash. 2024 was a defining year for the supercloud. Significant network growth, as you can see here. I mean, it essentially grew tenfold, right? From 50, almost tenfold in a matter of 1 year. And so Akash is one that fits into your DPIN, fits into your infrastructure, and fits into your AI narrative. So keep your eye on that. You also, speaking of gaming, Avalanche seems to be going all in on gaming. It seems like a match made in heaven for me, right? They're gaming, the AI, they just had their massive upgrade. They're leveraging an infrastructure that I shared in the video that you're going to watch, the top 3 AI agent video, and how that one platform could transform agent creation, not just on one blockchain, but on almost all blockchains. And it's a project that is still very undervalued. That is going to be in your afternoon video, so make sure to watch that. Speaking of gaming, Rob, we had a massive announcement from Animoca Brands as they have partnered with Virtual's protocol to fund the next revolution of agent-driven immersive gaming worlds. You also have this, Robin. This is the founder of Elixir Games. His name is Carlos Roldan. Shout out to Brokioshi. He dropped this alpha in our whale Discord. Ownership in gaming is about more than just assets. It's about identity. We give players a stake in the worlds they inhabit, transforming gaming from pastime to platform. What will you build with that power? And this is the token. I'm not telling you to buy this token, but this one it ran pretty nice. You know, I'll go to the 4-hour chart. This thing ran up to around $3.5 million, seeing a pullback, but we're potentially finding some support. But this is an interesting one to me because of the person behind it. Again, Carlos is the founder of Elixir Games. So, another one to keep your eye on in the gaming. The other one is DeFi AI, right? This interesting one here is Velvet Unicorn. Okay, I'm just putting these on your radar, my friends. All right, haven't seen really anyone talk about this. Is essentially a hedge fund for AI agents. Now, what makes this unique is Velvet Capital, which is the one that created it, is backed by Binance. So it ties to Binance, and you're talking about a token that's at a $10 million market cap. And you take a look over the last 4 hours on the chart. Essentially, we might be coming into a potential cup and handle pattern here. We were. Yeah, you see, we were coming into a cup and handle. There's your cup, and there was your handle that didn't really last very long at all. And we're seeing a large breakout. This breakout started at around 0.08 and it's currently sitting at 0.11. So $10.5 million. This is on the virtual platform. And then just as a reminder, okay, the virtual flywheel, why we're so bullish on the virtual token. Virtual provides the infrastructure for creating and deploying AI agents on base. When a new agent goes live, the protocol mints 1 billion tokens dedicated to that agent paired with the virtual token in liquidity pools that establish the market pricing. Every agent token must be paired with virtual. Users must first acquire virtual tokens, similar to how ETH functions on Ethereum. Just like Rob, we saw with NFTs, what did the NFT explosion do to the price of ETH? As people had to buy Ethereum or have Ethereum, use it for gas fees, and then go on and buy their NFTs. Same idea, right? You need the virtual token to buy the agents. To interact with any agent on virtuals, they need to first acquire. This creates consistent demand for virtual while aligning the interests of both agent creators and token holders. When agents provide services and get paid, these earnings flow back to the agent holders. As more successful agents generate more activity, the value of virtual could potentially increase through higher usage and token burns. So, do not fade virtual protocol. And I put a post out this morning. I said, how on God's green earth can you look at a project like Virtuals with a market cap? It slipped down the top at number 57. The market cap of $2 billion. This is a platform that is the S-tier platform for launching an AI agent, which is the hottest narrative in crypto now, where every agent is paired with virtual token, which drives millions, tens of millions of dollars of volume. And this project is a $2 billion project. Leave it at that. That's all I got for AI. Did you have any names you want to butcher really quick?
Yeah, I do have a lot of new people here. Also, a lot of bots in here attacking. I'm over here trying to clean up the streets. Mods.
Only if you had an AI agent for that, Robin.
Yeah, mods. We have some SWTR. Get that out of here. There's a lot of
letters.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like some Swiss thing. Anyways, a lot of new faces. If you're new here, say hello. We'd love to give you a little shout out. Also, we've got a lot of new whale members as well. Our whale members have exploded. So to all the new whale members, thank you for joining. For those of you that want to get into our whale member Discord, we're getting a lot of AI alpha there as well. So if you want to get us some plugs on some of the hottest trends in AI, I would, incentivize you to get into the whale Discord. Also, you get your name in the credits. But without further ado, we got Grizza, Jesse, Tony W, Stan, Commando, Dan K, GNH, Saul C, Alex W, Antonio L, and Antonio A. We got John, Dardaddy, Bench C, Carlotta, Annie, Crypto Nate, Faye, AA, Darsh, Tyrone, and to all of you, hola! Welcome!
Did you say Tyrone? Like Tyrone, but Tyrone?
Tyrone?
Tyrone. He's my son Thomas, but he also goes by Thomas. It's a couple questions I want to kind of tackle here from the chat. One of them was from Stephen Burton. When you have the agents on base, do you still get the airdrop? What do you mean? Do you mean when you have it in your Coinbase wallet? Do you mean if it's a virtual agent, if it's in the virtual protocol ecosystem, then yes, by holding agents, the more you hold, the more airdrops you get. Yes. So the answer, I think part of your question is yes. And then I think there was another one. Anyways, if I see it in here, I'll try to answer it. But yeah, looks like no one wants to ask you anything, Ashley, because we only got 1 out of 10 super chats.
Yeah,
Maybe you're not popular anymore.
How's that make you feel?
I don't like being pimped out, so I'm not mad about it. But
Okay.
yeah,
For sure. Anyways, real quick, just want to share this here. I mentioned this in the beginning of the show. Coinbase has won their interlocutory appeal in their SEC lawsuit. If you're like, what the hell is an interlocutory appeal? It allows a party to seek an appellate review of specific legal questions before the case proceeds to trial. In this instance, Coinbase's appeal focuses on the critical question of whether an investment contract under U.S. security law requires the existence of a contractual agreement between parties. So this lawsuit's going in the garbage bin, dude. This lawsuit's going in the trash. Whether it's with the appeal, but we have 10 days left. So Gensler leaves. Paul Atkins is going to get in there. All these bullshit lawsuits, they're going to be gone. You're going to have, you're going to get unleashed of these listings on Coinbase. I think part of the reason why I keep asking myself, how come Coinbase is not listing base ecosystem? Like, why is Virtuals not on Coinbase? And I asked the founder that when I interviewed him on Monday, and he said, we put in our application. That's all he said. I think part of that is they're afraid of backlash from the SEC, some sort of conflict of interest. I don't know. I'm not a legal representative. I'm not a lawyer. But once the SEC's out of the way, man, and we get some clarity, you're going to see a lot of listings, which means a lot of liquidity, a lot more easier for me to tell an average user, hey, your Coinbase account, you just buy this token on there. So, yeah. That's all I got, Rob. You got anything else?
No, that's it, man.
That's it. So, 3-agent video coming out in about 1 hour. Make sure to watch it. A lot of great alpha in there. 3 projects. I gave you 4, actually. I always over-deliver,
Very generous.
Yeah, thank you. Also, if you have an idea on AI agents and how to argue with your wife, let us know if you want to create one. It might be something Robin's willing to invest in. Also,
I was researching it. I haven't yet found one yet. So
Shocker.
here
I
you
wonder
have,
why. Wonder why.
You got AI relationship coach, but these are all Web 2 versions. Look like Chat GPT plugins.
Nah, we need a
But you know, I'm
Need
on
an
the
AI
I'm
phone.
on the prowl, so you know.
Well, first you got to get a girl first.
Yes.
Anyways, that'll do it for the show today. Ashley, thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you had a great week. We hope you made a lot of money this week. Come back next week. We're going to continue to make a lot of money in this market, whether it's up or down. We love you guys. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Sin City, crypto. Everybody know what we here for. Entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in. For big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I split the game, but they gave it. Name the coin, it's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming, hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't